FDI in retail was to come in India, Amul was the only organization which said very clearly, okay, we don't need FDI in retail because it's not good for the farmers. It's not good also for the consumers.
Okay.
So the 1/3 share of the 2/3 share of the consumers through P-Logic and 1/3 in globally was presented in the parliament by the current ruling party, was in opposition in 2012-13. And there was a big debate in the parliament. The stats which I just mentioned were quoted there. Then the government had to rethink. And we said that there is enough of capital in India to set up modern retail. And you don't need the foreign capital and foreign brands to come in. Because end of the day, what they do is create their own store brands.
Sir, can you just give me an example?
That's why,
I understand what
that's why we, in anticipation of that threat, we actually got into this parlor space. There was no reason for doing that.
So इसको ना एक example के समझा दो, sir. I understood what you just told me.
So you are a foreign brand of a retailer. Okay. You can call it Metro Cash and Carry क्योंकि वो अभी देश से चला गया है. You can call it Carrefour, वो भी अभी देश से बाहर चला गया है.
Metro Cash and Carry लेते हैं.
ठीक है. तो अभी देसी ब्रांड बन गया है. ठीक है. But assume these are big box foreign retailers. Okay. They set up shops and you know how they work. They would dominate the entire market, know every single customer. They can undercut, do deep discounting and build a market for themselves. Now, if I go to sell to them as Amul, they will currently buy, but then they will dictate trade terms. As I mentioned, one of the things we do is we never sell on credit. हमारा पूरा माल cash and carry है. They will say, no, we have never bought on cash anywhere in the world. You will have to sell us on credit.
Sir, small nuance. Credit versus cash and carry, वो भी explain कर दो, please.
उधारी. आपने माल बेचा और बोलेगा आपको 30 दिन के बाद पैसे देंगे, उसको उधारी कहते हैं.
Credit.
अब क्रेडिट. अब मेरी गाय को दूध देने के लिए घास तो पहले खिलाना पड़ेगा. गाय को तो बोल नहीं सकता आज दूध दे दो 30 दिन के बाद पैसे मिलेंगे तो हम घास देंगे. तो अपना धंधा तो रोकड़े पे चलने वाला है. It's logical because cow has to be fed first before you get milk out. Having said that, उधारी हमारे को 1 रुपए की भी नहीं है इतने बड़े बिजनेस में. Okay, which means you are always in business of selling and never wasting time on getting your dues back.
Got it.
But these stores will have a dictate ruling. And I mean, so today if you have a Carrefour in India which has say 3,000 stores, they will say, then I go to them to sell. They will say, no, I'll give you order for 30,000 boxes of butter, but you give me 30 days credit. Now the order size is tempting, but सामने payment का recovery window is longer.
Correct.
So that's where you get squeezed in, your margins get squeezed in, and tomorrow one fine day they can say, okay, then they know this much butter is selling. They will do a contract packing and have the X brand of butter in the market.
They will launch their
own brand of butter. So we will be left high and dry. Okay. What happens in the process? The farmer-owned organization, which is people like us, will get squeezed and practically thrown out of business, because this is how big box retailers, and you can name the Walmarts, and I can say them because they are also not very big now in India. This is how they have exploited all the manufacturers.
Got it.
They have volumes, but then they have the ability to squeeze also. So 20 years back, we got into this parlor model. Then we said that it's okay if these guys come in also. I mean, you can't stop anybody from entering our country and investing into it and do what he wants. But we should have a fallback mechanism of our own parlors where we can say, okay, Mr. XYZ store, if you don't want to buy our products, it's fine with you. Thank you so much. Good to know you. We will have Amul parlors and customers can come and buy the Amul products and we'll be Atmanirbhar in retailing.
Sir, is that also the reason why you don't sell on Amazon as much as you sell from your own website?
We have been selling on Amazon. My chocolates, the dark chocolates and the 99% dark chocolates, ever since launch have been on the bestseller category. But whether we like or not, these guys can squeeze you. There is a case with a company, and I don't want to name it here in public. They blocked our product 15 days before the peak season.
Okay.
They said there is one complaint with your product, not telling us what the complaint is, who the customer is or this. But because of that, we are stopping and blocking your thing. Now, it's Amul, and for us, selling chocolate on that platform is not life and death situation. But imagine if you prepared, kept your inventory ready for the peak season, and that company closes your channel.
15 days before it?
Yes. And we had to fight for a month to understand. Then they said, no, it's nothing like that. It was not a big thing. Let's get on to our business.
So did they launch their own product?
No, they have not launched because it's not too difficult. It's too difficult to launch a product at my price, my quality and my standards and my supply chain as well. But this is what is a reality. And I am on record, I can tell with confidence that these are all glorified courier companies.
Glorified?
Glorified courier companies.
Courier companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
They know customers, they have an insight into it, they're very sharp in mining it. Okay. But end of the day, it is to their benefit and never at the benefit of the seller.
Got it. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the Indian Business Podcast. If you find value in our work, please hit that subscribe button, because for you it might be a zero effort task, but for us, that subscriber count is an important instrument to get great guests to our podcast and to make this podcast better for you. So if you find value, please subscribe.